In a quiet town in Texas, a 14-year-old girl named Emily lay in a hospital bed, trembling. Her face was pale, her arms bruised, and her eyes filled with fear. The doctor said she was safe now, but Emily didn't feel safe. Because her stepfather, the man who had hurt her, had just been released on bail, and he was coming for her. That's when 97 bikers, yes, 97, showed up, one after another. Their engines roared through the night like thunder. People inside the hospital stared through the windows, shocked. These men and women were from a motorcycle club called a Guardians of the Road, a group known for helping abused and neglected kids across America. When they heard about Emily's story through a social worker, they made one promise. As long as she's in that hospital, no one will touch her. At midnight, the hospital parking lot looked like something out of a movie. Rows of black motorcycles lined up under the dim lights. The bikers stood shoulder to shoulder, wearing leather jackets, tattoos, and patches that read "No Child Left Behind." Nurses whispered in disbelief. Patients peeked through blinds. Even the police who arrived later stood stunned. But when a nurse nervously asked the group leader, Bear, "What are you all doing here?" he simply said, "We're family, and family protects its own." A few hours later, Emily's stepfather arrived, drunk, angry, demanding to see her. But before he could take one step inside, he was surrounded by 97 silent bikers. The man froze. Their presence was enough. One of the bikers, a woman named Raven, looked him straight in the eye and said, "You'll never hurt her again, not while we breathe." The stepfather turned and ran. Later that night, the police arrested him for violating his restraining order and attempting to enter a restricted hospital ward. For the next few weeks, the bikers took turns standing guard outside Emily's room. They brought her stuffed animals, books, and even helped raise money for her future. One morning, Emily looked out the window and saw dozens of motorcycles parked outside. She smiled for the first time in months. She said softly to a nurse, "They make me feel safe, like I have 97 dads." Photos of the bikers guarding the hospital spread across social media like wildfire. News stations picked up the story. "A biker's become heroes for abused girl." Read one headline. People all over the country sent letters, donations, and messages of love for Emily. One reporter asked the leader, Bear, "Why do you do this?" He smiled and said, "Because we remember what it feels like to be small, scared, and alone. We ride so no child ever has to feel that again." Months later, Emily found a new foster family, far from the town where her nightmare began. On the day she left the hospital, all 97 bikers were waiting outside. They revved their engines one last time as she waved goodbye. Tears rolled down her cheeks. She whispered, "A thank you for giving me back my life." The roar of motorcycles followed her into her new beginning, a sound that for her would forever mean safety, strength, and love. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real-life stories of courage and kindness. Because sometimes heroes don't wear capes, they ride motorcycles.